We're even a minute early.
Now we're live.
Oh, what happened?
I was just going, we're live. And
I was just like, no, we're not.
Oh,
it hasn't gone
I
live
thought
yet.
you were fist bumping.
Oh, fist bump.
That's
Yeah.
That was a total, like, I was just kind of like, we're live.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy
Hello,
Friday.
everybody.
People in the chat.
Yes, hopefully you guys saw we're going early today.
Yeah.
Yes, I posted on
there's the notification. I just got it.
Instagram and I posted on YouTube community tab. So hopefully you guys saw that. Or if you have your notifications on, you're going to get a surprise little ding.
There it is right now.
I just saw it pop up.
So have those notifications on for sneaky time changes.
That's how I found out the time was changing.
Jarrett talks. Hello.
Hey, Jarrett, what's going on, brother?
Jarrett, how's it going, man?
Sorry, I'm turning on Do Not Disturb, so
Turn
off those notifications.
All your thousands of friends won't text you.
That's right. Christopher, what is going on?
Thanks for joining us.
I figure we're also an hour earlier for our UK friends.
That's
so
true.
It's not midnight, it's only 11.
Cheers, guys. Happy Friday.
Good evening. It's still Friday for them.
John.
Hey, John, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, it's still Friday.
John, how's it going?
Happy Friday, John. Hope you're doing well, brother. Feeling good?
Yeah. It's hot.
Yeah,
it's
steamy out again.
It's one of those days where it's supposed to rain but it didn't, so it just ended up being super humid.
Yeah.
Through Ontario yesterday, there was like this big band of storms. It mostly kind of hit like the northeastern part of Ontario, but then at midnight they rolled through here. I mean, we got like nothing compared to a lot of other places.
No, there was there was a tornado touchdown apparently outside of Ottawa again.
Yeah, Ottawa's been getting really shit.
In Lindsay and like Peterborough areas, like northeast of here.
We just had about a half an hour of like thunder and heavy rain. And
yeah, we got a ton of. It sounded like a ton of rain.
We had some good thunder too. I was gonna go like outside and look because I love storms, but I was too tired.
But it didn't get the hotness away.
No, it's really steamy outside today.
Which is okay because it's a long weekend here for most of us in Ontario.
That's right. It's our civic long weekend.
So let it be hot. I'll be live for 30 minutes to go at work tomorrow, so super happy surprise. Yay!
Oh, that's awesome, Christopher. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. And have a great shift tomorrow. It's good to see you again, brother.
Maybe every so often we should just do it an hour earlier for everybody who's in a different time zone.
That's ahead of us, yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
It's easy enough to do.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Lemon squeezy.
But yeah, hopefully you guys had an awesome week. Like we said, it's a long weekend for most people in Ontario, not for like retail workers and stuff, but I'll just say most people.
Yeah. It's one of those kind of weird holidays.
And the weather is supposed to be nice, so
I'm counting on it. It's nice. It kind of got cool off. It got cool for a little bit up here. It was like 20 degrees every day.
Which like 20 degrees is still warm, but when it was 40, like that was a big difference.
Oh yeah,
we went from like 40 to 20.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like one storm blew through and just kind of blew it all that heat and humidity.
Like I felt like I had to wear a jacket.
I know, but if it was like 20 degrees in April, we'd be like, sweating in shorts.
Yeah, like exactly. It's always funny how that works. Yeah, like
exactly. So to me, I know that there's still Labor Day weekend, but to me, August long weekend feels like sort of the almost last weekend of summer.
What? Are you crazy?
Long weekend of summer.
Girl, you're
long
off
weekend. Yeah, but
cousin Vinny.
Hey Vinny.
Hey Vinny, what's going on, brother?
Yeah. So it I mean, I know it's not, but September, as soon as September 1st comes, it just hits different. The sun's different. Like, it can still be really warm, but the sun is bright in the sky. It's slowly getting darker earlier.
But that's September. Why are we talking about that? It's August. What's the date today?
Because I already have it. Oh, it's August. I forgot.
Do you have like the blues already?
Right, the Sunday feeling. August
already?
Is the Sunday of summer.
You gotta enjoy it. You're in the moment.
I know.
Yeah, you're writing off a month.
This is coming from the guy that in June would say it'll be over before you know it. He has been better though. You haven't said that in years.
Well, I say that doesn't mean I like it. Doesn't mean I enjoy it.
22 months.
But it goes fast. That's why you can enjoy every minute of it.
And every video on live stream. You guys are awesome. Can't wait for. Oh, thank you, Chris.
Cheers,
cheers, man. Appreciate it,
man. That's really kind of you.
Thank you
22 months.
Sticking with us for 22 months. Hopefully, they haven't been long months.
That is. I can't believe that it's been 22 months since we actually had been able to have memberships and stuff like that. Like,
it's wild.
Crazy.
I thought it was a year. Like it. Wow. That's crazy. But yeah, Christopher, thank you so much for your support, all you guys.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate it.
We appreciate all of you so much. It's we still have so much fun making these things. We got a lot of good videos coming down the pipe for you guys.
I just finished editing one today.
You see Steve's nipples in it.
It's a nipple reveal.
It's as crazy as I think it is.
A couple some of our upcoming videos, well, one of them was just up on Tuesday. They're going to be a little bit of, we had some adult drinks in them. It just is what it is.
Yeah, the Tie Cats game. I haven't got into a couple of wobbly pops of the Tie Cats game. That was
fun. The one that Eric just did, the one that we're shooting next Friday. But people said that they like that. So they like when we're a little looser and goosier. And
I guess so.
I like to get goosey.
Steve is a goose.
But they're fun. And sometimes it turns into a hot mess for the editor of that video because it's kind of just like,
because it's all just like
transitions are forgotten.
Here's all the footage we shot. Try to make it work. It's like, okay, well, here we go.
Because in the moment we forget about transitions, we forget about explaining or an ending.
Yeah.
Oh dear, you three drunk. What could go wrong? Yeah, it's watch the Tie Cat video, Christopher. It's the one that went up on Tuesday. The CFL video. You guys weren't it mostly because I don't know where I was. I was really like out of it. So
you were right there with us the whole time.
I just don't remember a lot of what happened.
I think you were trying to understand the game more than anything else.
Yeah, football's not my jam.
I think it took advantage of that happy hour a little too much.
I did. And I'm a lightweight. I always say I'm a cheap drunk. Like I do enjoy drinks, but I very rarely drink more than like one or two. So when I do, and fast, that's the problem. In like an hour, we were chugging them pretty fast. So it was like,
yeah, we took advantage of the happy hour. We don't want to pay for the full price drinks.
No, that hour-long happy hour, take advantage of it. Yeah, $5 a drink.
It was also Steve's birthday celebration.
It was.
So we were celebrating Steve's birthday, and
that's right.
Our first time back to a CFL game in like at least 5 years.
Yeah, killed two birds with one stone.
Yeah, it's a fun video. I like the Tie Cat video just because it's just fun where we're more just like again, you have a couple of drinks, you're a little bit like, looser. I mean, it was hard to edit because Steve dropped a lot of F-bombs that I had to take out. But
I'd say just leave them in.
Let the Google box
let the world hear how I talk.
Well, it may not have painted you in the best light when you told off the mascot.
You wouldn't take a picture with me.
That stupid mascot. I couldn't believe that.
You didn't tell off the mascot to his face. You just called him a choice word.
Well, you just asked for a picture. The mascot gave him like hold on 1 minute, and then he never came back.
He was busy. He was on the run.
I know. He's a busy guy, the mascot. I get it.
I'm drinking nothing right now.
Yeah, I'm just drinking a bubbly, John. Nothing exciting here.
This is a delicious Fresca.
Strawberry.
We're so badass.
I know.
Badass.
Getting some stuff left later on tonight.
Ready for a pour? Wow.
If only you could have slow-moed that.
I know.
Oh, I did like the part in the video you just sent of the Steve part. That was funny.
Yeah, the coffee one.
The coffee part.
It's a good way to cover up the background audio, I figured.
Yeah, that's exactly it. There's a couple of moments where I had to do stuff like that.
Also, shooting at the cottage has its own set of problems because we're obviously not the only ones there.
Yep.
So there's a lot of side conversations. And I swear to God, it can be quiet. Everybody can be in their own rooms. Everybody can be like 5 miles away. As soon as you pull out a camera, it's like flies on dog shit.
Oh, yeah. You know those slides I put up for like lunchtime, whatever? Some of those were in choice positions too. Yeah. Because people walk through the background.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it could be the quietest. Nobody's around. It's like they hear click, and then they all decide to come out and do it.
Yeah, I know. It's funny though. We're just trying to be respectful of people's privacy, right?
That's all it is. I don't
it's tricky. They're trying to balance that, and shoot a video at the same time.
Oh, let's be clear. It's not because I'm like, ew, I don't want them in my video.
No, it's just purely because they are not on YouTube, so they don't want to be on YouTube. Yeah, exactly.
And I don't.
And that's even when we're out in public too. We try as best we can to.
Sometimes it's hard, like the Tie Cats game. There's 8 million people around.
Yeah.
But in other things, we will strategically try and
put the camera to where, eat some maggots and Pepto. Ooh.
Whoa, hey! I don't think so.
No,
that sounds.
I'm
I had plenty of Pepto, but maggots.
Disgusting.
I probably need Pepto. Do you need maggots? They're just so gross, white and. Ugh.
No, I'm good.
No, not at all.
Little worms.
Well, what does everybody have planned for this weekend?
Yeah, you guys got any big plans? Anything exciting going on? Any concerts or sporting events?
Did you hear the big news?
Taylor Swift is coming to TO.
For not just one concert.
Sick.
Not just
did
2
you
concerts.
see already somebody on TikTok? All the hotels in Toronto are booked up for that day.
Oh,
and
man.
not only that, they're like 4 times the price.
I wonder if somebody leaked it to people book all the hotel rooms because
no, they literally just as soon as she announced because the tour dates were announced before the tickets went on sale. They were all just like booked him up.
Damn.
So
I'm gonna
yeah,
Airbnb my condo.
I mean, you probably could.
You probably could, yeah.
I mean, I know.
That's probably an awful idea.
I know. Well, it's mostly just a bunch of teenage girls, probably.
Yeah, but I mean, like after a concert, like they'll probably like come back and party and destroy my place.
Maybe. Cat and Matt are in the chat.
I don't need that. I can destroy my
Yeah,
own
Matt,
place.
what's going on?
Hey, Cat and Matt.
But I mean, I don't know much about Taylor Swift. Obviously, I know some of her songs, but I know nothing really aside from that. I'm not a Swiftie.
I'm guessing you know 10 Taylor Swift songs.
Probably, but I'm just saying I'm not a Swiftie. Like, I'm not like whatever. But I was just reading, like, I mean, sounds like she takes very good care of her crew. She just gave out $55 million worth of bonuses to her
Get
crew.
out.
She
Yeah,
gave
she-
all
I
the
need to be
truck,
part of her
the
crew.
truck drivers
Yeah.
$100,000 bonuses.
What?
Yeah, I heard
That's
that.
amazing. Good for
Yeah,
her. Like,
I
to
know,
treat their
that,
crew
that's
right.
really nice to hear because those
Yeah.
are the people that make or break.
Especially
you.
like the like everybody forgets about the truck drivers.
Well,
Yeah.
but those are the people that, without
Yeah.
them, there is no show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. She's one of those people, though, like, even if you're not a Taylor Swift fan, like, you just you can't help but know some of her songs.
Oh no,
Oh,
of
yeah,
course,
she's
yeah.
so popular.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not that I'm not a fan of hers.
You're not a Swiftie?
I just don't
Yeah.
like if I hear her song, I'm like, oh, like Shake It Off, it's good, but I'm not
Oh, yeah.
like
I'm not saying everyone's a fan or whatever. I'm just saying, like, she's so popular, it's
God,
impossible
yeah.
not to know, like, some of her songs.
well, there's all these jokes now. Like, as much as people wanted like her to come here for the concert, like everybody in Toronto's like, everybody in Canada on these dates get the F out. It's gonna be mayhem
know.
in Toronto.
It's gonna be
like,
ridiculous.
mayhem.
Ridiculous.
I'd be curious to go to your concert. You see the footage on TikToks where people like they registered an earthquake in Seattle
Yeah,
because
the
of people jumping.
jumping so much. I
Yeah.
mean, it's awesome. I mean, she's definitely has to be one of those most popular
No, I mean,
artists
good
of
for
all
her.
time.
Yeah, they own it and embrace it. It's cool, and to hear that she does nice stuff like that, that's really cool.
Yeah. Hope you guys doing long weekend here. Is it Terry? It's not Terry Fox Day. It's Civic Holiday in our
Yeah, so
I
we
think
do.
Simcoe Day?
Ontario.
Is that the official name?
I don't know. It's Civic on the calendar.
Okay. I thought it was a Simcoe Day, too.
I don't know, but it's one of those holidays where I think every province has
Has
it,
a
but different
different
names.
name, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, so we do not call it Terry Fox Day, but I would like that. That's cool.
That'd be awesome. We have the Terry Fox run every
In
September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have any Terry Fox Day.
But yeah, it is a long weekend here for most people. Like I said, I don't know about in Manitoba, but here, like our stores and restaurants are all open. It's just mostly like all the other businesses and
Yeah.
government and all that stuff.
hmm
But the stores are open like shorter, like it's like holiday hours.
Yeah, like a 10 to like 5 or something like that.
Yeah, I heard about that, Kelly. Amazing thing. Yeah, no, I mean, is she worth $1 billion yet? Like she has
She has to be close because
I
she's
would-
got like
yeah.
all of her like I'm guessing it was like a fragrance and clothing line.
Well,
They all
but
have
she
that.
like writes her own stuff too.
Yeah, she actually had to rewrite a bunch of her albums. She
Yeah.
did like Taylor's version because of the bad contract she was in.
And I watched her documentary. It was actually really interesting. But I mean, to thank the people that are like, yeah, she's performing. It's her concert, but it would just be her standing on an empty stage if nobody
Yeah.
else was there.
Well, they do all the grunt work, all the leg work, all the heavy lifting,
Yeah,
right?
they're the ones working, 18-hour days.
No, they're ones who show up well before she does and stayed well after she's gone to move it to the next city. Yeah.
Yeah, make sure all of her stuff is set up properly and it's all safe. Damn.
Oh, Ava's third birthday is Sunday. I guess.
Oh,
because
his third
Terry
birthday already.
Fox
Wow.
Was from here. We gave was he
That's
from Manitoba?
crazy.
I thought he was from BC.
I feel like Ava was just born.
Okay, we're gonna sing happy birthday to Ava. Ava is not the baby.
No.
Hazel's the baby.
Hazel.
But Hazel's gonna be like friggin' 2,
Yeah.
Just what I mean.
right? All right, Ava. We're gonna do it quick and hopefully not hurt your ears.
Yeah, cover your little ears. We're
All
sorry.
right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ava.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Ava.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Ava.
birthday. Have a good one.
3 years old. Dang.
I remember 3. It was a good year.
I wish I could remember.
I don't remember 3.
Yeah, you do. 'Cause you remember stealing
I-
sunglasses.
Yeah, well, the moments of 3, not the highlights. There's some low moments in my life at 3.
That's an inside joke. That's why it's funny. It'll always be funny.
It's a real thing.
I know. Yeah, so happy birthday, Ava. Hopefully, well, you're
Oh,
welcome, Ava.
that's
Oh,
awesome.
you're welcome.
And hopefully you have fun this weekend with your sister and your mom and your dad and lots of cake.
Yes, cake and ice cream.
Mm.
Best part of turning any age.
I don't remember 33.
Yeah.
Hazel's 17 months, right? Like I always remember, Kat and Matt in the chat came like 2 or 3 months before Hazel was. I think it was like November-ish, and Hazel was born in March.
Yeah, it was a couple of
So
months.
like
that,
3 months before Hazel
Yeah.
was born, and now she's 17 months.
Whoa.
That's insanity.
We were there for the birth. Well, I wasn't there.
No, but seriously, like,
No, I know, that's crazy.
when you think about that, it's like, holy crap. You guys were here before she was here, and now she's 17 months old.
Yeah, that is nuts. That is awesome.
You know, it's crazy.
They say time flies. They're not joking.
What do they say? The days are long, but the years are short. Is that what they say? So like day to day, they're long as hell when you have like babies, right?
Oh.
But
Yeah.
the years go by fast.
That sounds right, yeah.
So like each day sometimes feels like forever,
year
but then when you
itself,
look
but
back, Hazel's 17 months.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Right?
No,
whole
that's
life
it's very
thing.
true that day to day sometimes it feels like days go slow, but then you look back like how the heck is Christopher Boyce a member for 22 months? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
you know, it's like 22 months. That's crazy.
Wait until you get my age. I mean, every day is
Every day above
Struggle.
ground. Every day's a struggle. Every day's a struggle. I was starting to think of something motivational. There's
no.
There's
I
Steve on the
mean,
end.
yeah. I mean, age. I decided to stop counting my age. It is what it is.
I stopped at
25.
at 25. I decided I said I'm done.
I don't look 25, but I am.
No, I
25.
haven't looked 25 for 83 years.
Yeah, I haven't ever looked 25. I've always looked.
Well, I don't even, to be honest, I didn't even think about how old I am until
No.
like, other than like my birthday was a couple weeks ago. So it's like, oh yeah, I'm another year older. But
Yeah.
I really kind of think about how old I am. Then I'll remember like, oh God, I'm old.
You have those like fleeting moments of like, wow, that's old. And then I always think of like, okay, well, my grandma lived. Well, okay, not even my grandma. Your grandma is going to be 95.
95 in
So I'm
September.
like,
Yeah.
okay, I still have
Wow.
a lot of years left.
Well, that's the thing,
Mhm.
yeah.
So I'm okay.
95 in September.
I think my grandma's like 91.
Yeah.
But yeah, like a lot of good years left.
Yeah.
I hope so.
And both our grandmothers, even your grandma now, aside from some physical stuff, like my grandma was great up until like 90.
Yeah.
And then she still lived. So I mean, she had like good years, same as your grandma.
Yeah, my grandma's still moving, living on her own and doing her thing.
Yeah. No food tonight, Chris. No food tonight.
It still blows my mind. I know people that have their like my grandparents passed when I was like 15.
But your
So-
grandparents were older though.
No, I know
Yeah.
they were in their like my grandma was like 86 when she passed away.
Mm.
They're just weird.
Yeah, what's
Someone
my
else was telling about that. Sorry, someone else was telling about their grandparents. I think it wasn't. I don't know. Somebody else was like,
It's very, very rare. Like even the age I was and the age Eric is, still have a grandparent.
Oh yeah, like my grandfather's
Super
died when
rare.
I was younger. My one grandpa died when I was in grade 6. The other one died when I was in grade 11.
I was lucky. My grandfather died when I was 21, and my
Mhm.
grandma died many years later. And like my other grandfather, like I was in my 20s. So yeah, I mean, I was lucky in that sense.
I guess my grandfather's died relatively young. One died when he was in his 60s. The other died when he was in his
That's early.
early 70s, I want to say.
Well, my grandma died at 70. That's so early.
that's
Like,
young.
yeah.
Yeah.
My parents are older than that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say that's like younger than our parents now. Yeah.
I mean, he had really genetic bad heart problems, so that was his issue. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's still.
The oldest person I knew, my uncle Bob, he was 98. My great uncle.
Mandy.
Hey, Mandy, what's
Hey.
going on?
Hey,
Yes, we are a bit early this week because we have something to do after the stream, so we thought we'd bump it or push it,
Start earlier,
start
yeah.
it earlier,
Bump it up a bit.
bump it up. No, we're not talking about time. No.
No.
I'm just saying, like our grandparents, like Eric's grandma is 95, turning 95.
in September. Yeah.
My grandma lived to be like 91, so in that case, we still have a gazillion years left to go.
Yeah, we were just talking about
You're not even
how
halfway
did
through
how
the
did we even
suffering.
start this? I think it was with
Age and time, and
How
was,
fast time goes.
Ava's birthday.
my grandparents are sadly long gone. I wish I could have convos with them as an adult. Yes, my grandpa was somebody who I would have loved to have like sort of lived as long as my grandma did, because he was just so smart. And obviously, being an adult and talking to him would have been really cool. If when people ask that question, if you could like have dinner with somebody who's passed away, famous or not, who would it be? It would be my grandpa. 100%. I would love for him to see what like all the technology now is. He would love it.
He's pretty much the MacGyver of the 50s.
He would have loved it. Like he would have loved to see all this stuff. Like when he died, like he had his computer, like he had a computer, he had all the technology, and he was like into it. He loved it.
Yeah, and then by that point, through the technology,
It was just a computer.
It was just kind of just on the cusp of.
Yeah, so I would definitely my grandpa, because I think he was always, grandpas are always the ones that like have these like conversations that when you're a kid you don't really like appreciate, but then as you get older you remember them and you're like, oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, that's who it would be for sure. I don't know if I want to live that long, honestly. As long as like my mind and physically I'm relatively okay, then sure, bring it on. But I don't want to be, unfortunately like 90 and have like, not really know you're here. That
quality
would be
of life,
horrible.
right?
Yeah,
Quality of
that's
life
it.
is a huge part of it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Grandma died at the age of 89. She's one of a kind. I wish she.
Hmm.
There's something
Yeah, for sure,
special
John,
about
yeah.
grandparents.
Mhm.
Yeah, 89. That's a good long life too. That's
Yeah.
Grandparents are because they're like parents, but they're cooler than parents.
Well, they've gone through it all before too, right? So they have a
Yeah.
different perspective than your parents do.
And they're like, I know with my parents and like my niece and nephew, it's like if they were strict with like me and my sister growing up, it's like it's not their kids, so it's like my niece and nephew get to eat all the junk food.
definitely.
Or it's like
No.
Mombo, like right. Look at Mombo spoiling her grandkids and her
But
grandpuppies.
that's sort of what they did.
So you're
That's
supposed to do, right?
That's the beauty of it, is that you've gone through the raising a kid and dealing with that stuff. Now you can,
The fun stuff.
And the
you don't
grandpas
have
go-
to be the drill sergeant or the,
Yeah, they don't have to deal with the consequences either. So they
Load
know
them
that
up
either, right?
and send them home.
Yeah, exactly. They can just say, okay, go back to mom and dad's
The kid
place.
puked at 3 a.m, not my problem.
But that's like when I always hear Mombo talking about her grandkids coming over and stuff. And I always, like it always reminds me of being a kid because we spent a lot of time with our grandparents. Like every summer we spent with them, and every Sunday we had dinner with them, and it just kind of reminds me of that. So Mombo's grandkids are very lucky.
They are very lucky. My grandparents lived not super well. They were in Montreal, so like it's like 6-hour drive. So we saw them like multiple times a year. But
yeah, I was very lucky that my grandparents were very close by geographically.
Yeah, no, I wish they'd have been closer. And then my other, I only had one set of grandparents because my father's parents passed away before I was. Yeah, my dad was like 6 when his father died, and like 21, and then his mom passed away.
Oh boy.
My mom met my grandmother.
An earlier than usual live. Ryan!
Hey, Ryan, what's
Hey,
going
Ryan.
on?
How's it going?
Yeah, we went early this Friday because something came up that we have to do after the stream. We didn't want to cancel the stream since we won't be live next Friday, so we wanted to make sure we came on for, even if it's a short bit, earlier tonight. So thank you guys for all of you who were able to show up at 6 and come on. I know it was last minute, but...
No, that's why we try and put a note on the Instagrams and the... what's the YouTube community page, right? The community tab, whatever it's called.
We're trying to organize a collab with Paul. I mean, you guys have seen his video, Paul, and we were supposed to do it like a week or two ago, and then something came up, and so we met with him again to kind of rehash it out and all this stuff. And we were looking at the calendar that we have, and we're like, well, August and September are gone.
Yeah, we have the whole month booked up.
There's either we have stuff going on in our own personal lives or camera shoots days and stuff.
Work, yeah,
it's
work as well.
It's hard enough coordinating 3 schedules, not have to coordinate a 4th schedule, right? So luckily Paul's been pretty accommodating.
Yeah, and like I said, for some reason, September or August and September, like between family parties and birthdays and all this stuff, is just
shoot
like
days and video shoots on weekends and stuff like that. It's like our weekends are full.
Yeah, I don't even understand what happened.
We booked our summer away.
I mean, there's fun stuff in there, just not that we can,
Yeah.
I can't really. I have to like.
I don't know, but Ryan likes your shirt.
Thank you, Ryan.
It's a vintage camera. I think it's a vintage
From
camera.
Old Navy.
Very nice.
I actually forgot I was wearing this slummy shirt, and I came on camera, and I was like, "Oh no! Oh well, it is what it is." You guys get to.
I don't want to say anything. I was like,
slummy
how
outfit,
slummy,
right?
Is this really camera worthy? On camera worthy?
I was all confused because we started an hour early, so it was like 5:45, and I was like, "Oh no, we're starting at 6."
It's weird how much of a difference that makes, because even today, because I work from home today and then going live early, it's like just threw me off.
I'd reheat my salmon half an hour earlier.
You said you had chicken. Oh, is that from Mombo?
Yeah.
It's like an Easter egg from Mombo.
It's
If
Easter
she
egg from Mombo if
rewatches
she watches this.
live,
Yeah.
she always knows though. She'll
I
say
know.
it.
She'll always ask. So that's why I gotta like remember.
But yeah, so it's just cray.
Yeah, the summers are always busy though because it's such nice weather, so you want to try and do as much as you can, take advantage of it.
Yeah, that's basically it. It's like, well, and I think between the three of it, well, not me, no, I mean one or two, but between you guys, like all like your immediate family and like family members or whatever, like all have celebrations in the summer.
Oh yeah, my family has like lots of birthdays.
So it's like between that and like I think your nephew, well, one of your nephews is in the summer, and like it's just they're all kind of like your birthday's in July, your birthday's in August, hey, it's Eric's birthday next weekend. Holy
crappy-oli.
No, Eric's birthday is like the bookend of summer in my head.
Here we go.
Eric's birthday's in the middle of summer.
Oh, little Eric, you're so angry for the wrong reasons. When have you ever been right, little Eric?
I mean, it kind of explains why you are the way you are now.
What are you talking about?
Just kidding.
And the yard supervisor never talked to Eric again.
Well, John, that's good. Small wins, right? Small wins, and I'm glad it was a burger, and hopefully you enjoyed it.
A burger is the way to go too. That's good to hear,
man.
John. Yeah, I hope you're doing better, buddy.
Little wins, and just take them as you can get them. It's wild. It's August.
It goes fast, I know, eh? Okay, Matt. August already.
I really want a Barbieheimer weekend just for myself.
What's that?
I don't know.
I guess there's something with the Barbie movie.
Oppenheimer.
Oh, I'm gonna go see Oppenheimer. I'm pretty sure.
Are you?
Yeah.
For one of your celebrations.
Yeah. I think on Sunday I'm gonna go see it.
This Sunday?
Yeah.
Tell me you gotta go see it in IMAX though. Apparently they said that's the best way to see it.
Oh man!
All right. Folks to
like, hey, we're gonna go watch it in IMAX.
I don't know where the IMAX theaters are here, but
I'm not sure. There's probably some around.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's getting a double birthday party.
Yeah.
Jesus, those younger siblings.
I know. I was raking in the double birthdays.
You should go see Barbie then.
Where your oh look, you can go see Barbie.
My parents wouldn't sell the Barbie movie.
I've heard it's really good.
Yeah.
Apparently it's really good. Yeah, I don't know.
They liked it. I think it was different than I thought it was going to be.
Well, it's not
I think it was going to be like a really fun kind of more for kids movie.
No, it's an adult.
No, it's not. It's definitely not a kids movie.
I don't know much about it, but I just know that Kenuff, K-E-N, like enough.
Enough, yeah.
Enough. I always see the hashtag.
Because Ken is enough. Is that what it's supposed to be?
I don't know.
Anyways, but apparently the Ryan Gosling song, he sings a song in the movie.
Oh, back to his like Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah, but anyways, it's actually like on the Billboard chart.
Yeah, apparently it's on the It's
getting popular. It's like,
just
what?
Ken is called or something like that. I saw it on the news this morning.
He has to try and copy Bradley Cooper.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be Shallows worthy.
Bradley Cooper.
I think there's vibes with the songs too.
Oh, Bradley Cooper's not a Ryan. I was gonna rank the Ryans, but he's a Bradley.
Yeah, no, he's.
Does a Bradley go above the Ryans in your mind?
No. Okay, I'm gonna do a vote for whoever's in here. I want to do a poll.
Who's your favorite?
Who is the better Ryan? Reynolds or Gosling?
Don't forget Seacrest.
No, no.
What about Harkness?
No. All right, who's the better Ryan, Reynolds or Gosling?
Both Canadians too, actually.
I mean,
realized.
Yeah, like we can't complain about that. We have two very talented.
Oh, Reynolds is ahead to start.
I think that's Ryan. Oh no, Ryan said he's gonna watch Ryan Gosling. Ryan Reynolds.
I think I would go with Ryan Reynolds.
He's got the more movies I would watch, I think.
Yeah.
But it's not even that. Like, he's hilarious.
Well, that's what I mean. More movies I would watch because he's got like the funny jokes.
Yeah, and like even
like
he's interviewed
Deadpool
and
what else? Deadpool.
And
Waiting. That's hilarious. And then the Van Wilder.
And he also like him and Blake Lively troll each other all the time. It's hilarious.
That's pretty funny.
I just think of Ryan Gosling as like that kid from Breaker High.
And Little Hercules. I was talking too many crappy Canadian productions.
Yeah, no, exactly. And that's the thing because he was in all these terrible Canadian shows as a kid.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't like. Yeah, I just see him as like an adult now. Not
I mean, like
Mickey Mouse
cool,
Club.
like-
Yeah.
like Notebook Gosling, cool, but that was like the only movie.
I had the same problem with Justin Timberlake ever taking him like kind of seriously because like he was like Mickey Mouse Club and NSYNC.
Yeah.
What was that movie he with Justin Timberlake was in? Shoot, I can't remember what it was about, but it was like a serious drama movie.
Some dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, where they like it was about those kids that killed someone in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alpha Dog.
Alpha
yeah,
Dog.
That's right. I want to attend a giant Ryan meetup in LA at the beginning of September, but I feel like that'd be cool.
Oh, that'd be neat.
Ryan Reynolds was in the proposal with Sandra Bullock, but I'm gonna say that Ryan Reynolds won.
But
Yay!
Ryan Gosling was in the movie with Sandra Bullock too.
He was. What one was that? I can't remember. They were dating, no?
Yeah, it was the
Murder by Numbers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, was that weird with him and that weird kid from the other kid that was in it too.
See,
I
Ryan
forget that
Gosling
name.
went like he was sort of like comedic, like not comedic, but like then he did all these like dark movies. Not
Well, those are
dark,
that
but,
Murder by
like-
Numbers movie was like that.
But like that Pine movie, he was all like,
Oh yeah.
The Pines.
no, it was all
Yeah,
Beyond
Beyond
the
the Pines.
Beyond the
I
Pines or
still don't
something.
know how that movie ended, but
There's that other one too. He's in Driver. He was in.
Oh, Driver.
that was a weird one too.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of talking. It was a very kind of stylistic movie.
don't like
He's
that.
also in the. What was the one he was in with Harrison Ford? Blade Runner 2.
Oh yeah, Blade Runner 2. That was kind of
Oh, barbecue chicken, mashed potatoes, veggies, and challah bread. Enjoy, Ryan.
Ryan, enjoy that delicious food. Yes, have
enjoy
a
the
great weekend.
food, Ryan.
Take
And
Take
care.
it easy.
I want to go to that camp.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Have a great weekend. Thank you.
Reynolds won by a landslide. I'm shocked. I thought it might be a little closer.
I mean, only 4 people voted, so
That's true.
but still, 3 out of 4 people
What about-
chose. I don't
What
know.
was Ryan Reynolds in? I'm thinking of that one. Just Friends. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, Ryan
Oh,
Reynolds plays
yeah.
the funny movies.
That's
I
right.
swear.
Yeah, every time I hear that now, I think that's that movie.
That was pretty good.
He ruined All for One for me.
I actually just really like him because, like, if you watch him in interviews and stuff, like, he always, like, he's so, like, shady to his wife and kids, but, like, it's funny. It's not mean. Like,
Yeah.
he'll always, because he has 4 daughters, so he always makes jokes about, like, that, and, like, it's just really funny.
Well, it's self-deprecating too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, the jokes are about him, like, against him, but,
Yeah.
like,
He has no problems, kind of poking fun at his wife and his family situation and himself.
He
Yeah.
can take the piss out of himself,
Yeah.
Right?
as they say in the UK.
And he's Canadian, so you gotta love that.
Yeah, he's from BC, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll take that strike against him.
Why is everyone good from BC?
Right?
I think Ryan Gosling's from like Ontario.
That's
He
exactly
went
my
to high
point.
school, like,
Here. Yeah.
Well, like, briefly, because then he got, like, famous.
Yeah.
But he did go to high school in the area. And then he got...
There's a few of those kids. I was watching today. I had Netflix on in the background. I was working today. I watched This Is the End. I was forgetting about Jay Baruchel.
Oh
He's
yeah.
another Canadian
I'm
kid
gonna
that
use the washroom real quick.
Yeah, the Canadian kid who was
same thing. I can't see another thing like Poppin' Mechanics for Kids.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
that kid?
I remember watching the show when I was like,
Him and the other girl, Alicia
What
Cuthbert.
about the
Cuthbert.
weather guy?
Oh yeah.
oh yeah. Are you
Um,
afraid of the dark?
Yeah, the guy from one of the guys from Are You Afraid of the Dark is a weather man up here on. Is he still on the Weather Network or is he on Global or something like that now?
I
think he's on, like, Global, wasn't he?
I think so.
But yeah,
Global, yeah.
You guys ever watch that? Are You Afraid of the Dark?
You're gonna make your money somehow.
Yeah. But yeah, he was one of the kids on that show, and now he's the weatherman. I'm pretty sure it's Global News in Toronto.
If I learned anything from the writer's strike and the actor's strike, I don't think he's getting residuals from Are You Afraid of the Dark.
No, yeah, exactly. And that's a big bone of contention with all these people. Well, actually, I saw a post about Will Wheaton saying that he's like, his parents stole all his money, but he's like the only thing that he survived is because he had the residuals from Star Trek.
Who's this?
Will Wheaton.
Oh
His
man,
parents stole all his money.
that's just brutal. I feel bad for these kid actors. This happens like way too often.
Yeah, I know, it's terrible.
All right, Chris, take it easy.
Take care, Chris. Have a great night.
We'll see you
Thanks for hanging
Monday.
out. Yeah, we'll see you on Monday, brother. It's sad to hear that a lot.
Yeah, poor Will Wheaton. I didn't know that.
I think now there's more laws in place. I hope.
Hope so. Yeah, this kid's just taken advantage of.
We wonder now, and I know that's a big thing. Like a lot of people who go after like the family vloggers and stuff like that, is that because they have their kids on camera and stuff like that. But like, are they getting anything for it? Are are these kids being paid? Are
the parents putting money away for the kids like later on or
Yeah,
something?
some of these channels are making like bank.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, people don't know these kids. A lot of people care more about the kids than
exactly. And then
the
like
adults, but the adults are the ones getting all the cash. So it's you hope that they're doing right by these kids, because when these kids hit 14 and they're like, "What the hell? My whole life's on the internet."
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yep.
Every embarrassing moment.
Everything we cringe about now, thinking about, it's like, well, here's the 10 million people that watched it.
That's a lot. Better 6 money for the therapy bills.
One day there's be a reckoning, I think, for a lot of these kids.
Yeah.
We see that now with I keep seeing them pop up.
I smell a Netflix documentary in 20 years.
There's already one out now with the that John and Kate +8.
Really?
Because those kids are like 18 now.
Holy crap! That's true. That
or it's on Vice or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that show was like 2007 or 8.
Yeah, but they're all like 18 now.
No, but it's about the one kid that she sent away.
Yeah, the one kid she said was like.
She sent the kid away?
Yeah, they put him into like a group home.
But the dad didn't even know. But it wasn't like a group home. It was one of those like almost like those where you send your kids away for behavioral issues, but they're like you.
It's kind of like institutionalized. Almost,
yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm sure those kids have a lot to say about the whole, experience.
Two of them went with the dad, and the other one stayed. Yeah. And so these ones are all defending their mom, of course, because she's probably still having to pay the bills.
I vaguely remember. Was there 2 older kids and then like a bunch of kids the same age?
Kids, yeah.
6 kids the same age?
But the 2 of the 6 kids are with the dad, and they don't like the mom. Like they're speaking out against the mom, basically.
Oh man, no.
Well, I've seen the clip 1,000 times on like TikTok where it's like from their show, and there's 2 of them sitting on the chair, and she's talking, and in the middle she's like looks at her, could you stop breathing so loud? It's just kind of like.
Okay, let's be real though. We've all thought that and probably have said it to somebody in their life, but not on TV.
Well, but not that.
Oh man, I sense Kelly getting a Kate haircut soon.
Yeah, I was Kate for.
You were.
Yeah.
No, but I know what you mean. But yeah, I'm sure like we've all been sitting beside somebody and we're like, oh my god.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Most people won't
say it.
And like
on TV.
Just just basically like berate your husband in front of a room full of strangers, like that's not cool. That just shows you sometimes people show their true colors like that.
Mm-hmm. They show their true selves.
Yeah. So it was like,
revealed.
Yeah, that veil came off there for just a second.
Well, I mean, I admittedly used to watch the show when it was on TLC. I mean,
it was hugely
popular.
It was so popular.
Like nice at all. Like especially at the time you're watching and you're like, oh, whatever. But now like seeing clips on TikTok pop up, like I've seen them all, but I'm like, oh wow.
That's sort of like the trend at the time, right? A lot of those shows is kind of like
the useless dad,
useless dolty dad, and like the annoyed
strong woman.
The strong woman was kind of like annoyed at the husband because he's so dumb all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
That was like Everybody Loves Raymond. That was the premise of that show basically, and like King of Queens, sort of the same thing.
Yeah, and also on that show too, like he said numerous times, and she'd always bitch that, which is I think the case for a lot of like relationships in the sense that there's kids and stuff. It's like I'm just going to use the example of John and Kate +8. I know it could be different in different relationships, but like the guy's like, well, if you ask me to help, I'll help, and then the woman's just like. So they help, but then it's like, you're just not doing it right. Let me do it anyway, right? So it's not like...
Yeah, and it's like, all right, well, never mind. I'll go back and watch TV.
But then she gets pissed off that you're watching TV. Like, yeah, it's just, they want...
I saw a really hilarious reel. Is this like an Australian couple on Instagram? It was sort of like along the same lines. Just like, he's like, his wife was getting annoyed because she had so much laundry. He's like, don't. I'm not going to do an Australian accent because I'll be terrible at it. He's like, don't do it. Don't do it. She's like, we talked about. He's like, trust me on this. I leave the laundry here. And something happens, and magically, like this table, it does the laundry. She's like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "What?" And he doesn't realize that she's been doing laundry the whole time. He thinks he puts the clothes on this table, and it just magically like it'll disappear on its own. He doesn't realize his wife's doing it. And that's kind of the whole joke. It's pretty funny.
Everybody Loves Raymond was really bad for that stereotype.
Oh yeah,
like super bad. Like she was a bitchy wife on that show. If you rewatch it back, at the time it was funny.
Yeah.
But watching it back, they really portray that character as being super bitchy.
Yeah, because they made Ray like really dolty, didn't they?
Made him like a man, like useless man child.
Which so they're writing on both sides just made those characters.
Because his mom kind of came over to the house and took care of him basically.
Yeah.
And then his wife would just get annoyed because Ray didn't know how to do anything.
No, exactly. Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Well, I remember one episode. It's me and my sister always talk about scenarios in our life, and we'll always be like the suitcase. Because there's one episode where they come back from a vacation, and I don't know which one of them, and I think because neither one of them remember or whatever, a suitcase gets left on the landing of the stairs.
Yeah.
And both of them in their heads get stubborn about it. Like, well, he could put it away. He put it there. No, she can put it away. She put it there. So neither one of them touch it. So the whole episode is like, it's there and like they're tripping over it. It falls down. They pick it up, put it back there. None of them want to move the suitcase. It's just really funny. But so me and my sister.
That's marriage in a nutshell, pretty much, I think, right there.
Sometimes you get, instead of either one of them saying, hey, can you grab the suitcase? It's like, no, I want to see if the other person
just saying,
does it.
I will put this away. Myself, it's like, nope, I didn't put it there. God damn it, I'm not moving it from there.
But I remember
what happens? They step over the suitcase? I totally zoned out.
I know you did. Are you serious?
Yeah, I did.
No, the suitcase sits there. So for the whole episode, so like days go by and the suitcase, but it's right in the middle of the landing of the stairs.
Yeah.
So they walk by it, they trip over it, like it falls over, they pick it up. Like it's just this huge nuisance, but nobody wants to move it.
Oh man.
But the amount of energy they waste, like picking it back up.
Well, that's exactly it.
But they're just so stubborn.
For
They're
the 2
like
seconds to carry it upstairs or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like super, super stubborn. But I'm just gonna check my phone for something quickly.
Messages.
Well, I saw like on TikTok. It was funny. It was a clip someone put on of like "Leave It to Beaver" from like obviously like the 50s.
Oh my god.
And then like it was the dad and was it Wally? Yeah, Wally was the oldest kid. They're out having a barbecue. And he's like, "How come? Hey, Dad, how come you cook outside all the time, but Mom always cooks inside?" Which is, so basically, the answer was sort of that stereotypical like 50s. You know, the woman's in the kitchen and the man in fire. And there's like people comment like, "Oh my god, anyone watching this from like present day is gonna lose their mind."
Well, the millennials will lose their mind over that stuff.
Gen
not
Z,
even the millennials, whatever.
Or yeah.
Gen Z now. Millennials are old news.
Gen Z.
No, but they'll be like, "Oh my god, like, what is this from?" This can't be right. We have to
Well,
cancel
it's
this.
like a lot of the Gen Zs or millennials at the time rewatching Friends, and like, I mean, again, it was the 90s, so there was a lot of like Seinfeld and all those shows, the sitcoms. There was a lot of jokes that definitely are inappropriate now, but at the time they were funny. Especially a lot of like homosexual jokes, like those were very popular in like the 90s sitcoms.
Yeah, no, it was.
And but watching it now, like we obviously
like gay innuendo is a big thing.
Or just calling people gay for a derogatory word, or like, you know, like, oh, you're so this or whatever. But when we watched it in real time, it was sort of like, oh, because that's just what. But now, like, I could see people who never watched it.
No, you've never seen it before.
Like, ooh, yeah,
watching it from today's. It's like anything watching. You watch a comedy from the 80s. Watch like an 80s movie, like
John Hughes movies and stuff. They had like, you know, racist comedy in them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
But sitcoms in the 90s were really terrible for the homosexual jokes, like the slangs and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't even like innuendo. It was like
no. It was like, oh, you're
a
fairy. Like, I'm just, you know. But that's the kind of stuff that was just like funny, but it's.
No, it's just times change a lot, but it's just funny to see people now, like, you know, kids
so I
nowadays,
get why they'd be like, oh my
god.
god.
I'm saying, it's just funny thinking these kids watching this from today's point of view, watching like 50 stuff. It's like this.
But I guess it's like when my grandparents or my parents used to watch All in the like the reruns of All in the Family, like, and I remember being like, oh, because it was very racist, and I was like, he was very racist, and I was like, what do you mean it was all what?
It was, but that was like a satire.
Yeah,
like that was
okay. Bad example.
No,
but I'm just saying,
I'm not.
I was using just using the example of like that was like old shows to us.
Yeah.
That watching it when it wasn't real time, it was like, ooh, that's weird.
No, and this is where a lot of comedians get upset because of that exact sort of thing. Is like satire is lost on a lot of people nowadays.
Yeah,
being like, this is Archie Bunker knew, like the whole point was he was the idiot. In that show.
Yeah,
you know, everyone else knew it except for him.
Yeah.
The viewers.
I know.
So I'm saying, but that's a lot of the times nowadays is people don't understand that part. Or it's like you can't. Satire is not okay anymore. A lot of people feel.
Well, I mean, it's a fine line. It's tricky because not everybody has the same sense of humor. So it's
that's the problem now. Everyone gets. Some people get easily offended.
All right, guys, but we have to wrap this up a little early today because we have something that came up after this live.
It's almost 7.
So thank you guys so much for whoever. We know it was a different time, so whoever was able to pop in.
We appreciate you all showed up.
Yes, guys, thank you very much.
Pop in and say hi. If anybody's watching on the replay, hi. Thank you so much.
We'll see you on Monday.
And next Friday, no stream.
No stream next Friday. We will be here Monday, so we'll remind you guys then. But have a safe weekend and safe, happy, fun, long weekend for those who
Yes,
have
enjoy
it.
your long weekend for those who have the day off on Monday.
And
Yes.
don't forget, guys,
You're awesome.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
everyone.
See you on Monday.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.